the prospect of being able to manufacture clips with AI and deep fakes, and that where it's going to be hard for most people most of the time to even figure out that whether they're in the presence of something real. Forget about being divorced from context. There was no context. I mean, that's a misinformation apocalypse that we're right on the cusp of, and it's terrifying.
Or it could be just a new world, like where Alice going to Wonderland, where humor is the only thing we have and it will save us. Maybe in the end, Trump's approach to social media was the right one after all. Nothing is true and everything's absurd.
Yeah, but we can't live that way. People function on the basis of what they assume is true, right? They think,
People have functioned.
well, to do anything. It's like, I mean, you have to know what you think is going to happen, or you have to at least give a probabilistic weighting over the future. Otherwise, you're going to be incapacitated by. You're not going to, like, people want certain things, and they have to have a rational plan to get those desires gratified. And they don't want to die. They don't want their kids to die. You tell them that there's a comet hurtling toward Earth, and they should get outside and look up. Right? They're going to do it. And if it turns out it's misinformation, it's going to matter, because it comes down to, like, what medicines do you give your children? Right? Like, we're going to be manufacturing fake journal articles. I mean, I'm sure someone's using ChatGPT for this, as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not credible, if it's not persuasive now to most people, I mean, honestly, I don't think we're going to, I'll be amazed if it's a year before we can actually create journal articles that it would take, a PhD to debunk, that are completely fake. And there are people who are celebrating this kind of, coming cataclysm. But it's just, they're the people who don't have anything to lose who are celebrating it, or just are so confused that they just don't even know what's at stake. And then there are the people who have the few people who we could count on a few hands who have managed to insulate themselves, or at least imagine they've insulated themselves from the downside here enough that they're not implicated in the great unraveling we are witnessing, or could witness.